a slow, deep breath. Let the weight of the day begin to fade. Tonight we are not here. We are adrift. Imagine yourself floating in the velvet blackness of space, looking out at the endless scatter of stars. Each point of light is a sun, and many of those suns have planets, billions upon billions of them. And yet when we listen, all we hear is silence. This is the great silence, a profound, cosmic quiet where we expect a chorus of voices. Tonight we will journey into this mystery, not to find a scary answer, but to discover the peaceful, awe-inspiring truth about our place in the cosmos. Let the silence of the universe bring you peace. Our story begins on a summer afternoon in the year 1950. A brilliant physicist named Enrico Fermi was having lunch with his colleagues. Looking up, almost as if speaking to the sky itself, he asked a simple yet monumental question. Where is everybody? This question became known as the Fermi Paradox. The paradox is this: the universe is incredibly old and impossibly vast. There are hundreds of billions of galaxies, each with hundreds of billions of stars. The raw numbers suggest that life, even intelligent life, should be common. So, if the cosmos is so full of potential neighbors, why have we never received a signal, a visit, or even a single unambiguous sign of their existence? Let's explore the beautiful possibilities together as you drift deeper and deeper. First, let us truly feel the scale. Imagine our own galaxy, the Milky Way. It is a spinning disk of light, a city of stars. There are perhaps 400 billion stars in our galaxy alone. That number is almost impossible to comprehend. Imagine trying to count every grain of sand on a large beach. Now imagine thousands of those beaches. That is the number of stars in our home galaxy. And our galaxy is just one. Through our telescopes, we can see other galaxies. So many of them. The current estimate is that there are 2 trillion galaxies in the observable universe. 2 trillion star cities, each one filled with billions upon billions of suns. The sheer number of potential homes for life is staggering. It feels less like a possibility and more like a statistical certainty. Now let us imagine the planets. For a long time, we didn't know if other stars had planets. Now we know they are the rule, not the exception. It is believed there are more planets than there are stars. Trillions upon trillions of worlds. Some are fiery gas giants, dancing close to their suns. Others are frozen orbs, far out in the cold darkness. But some are in the perfect place. This perfect place is called the habitable zone, or the Goldilocks zone. Not too hot, not too cold. It is the gentle region around a star where liquid water could exist on a planet's surface. And liquid water, as we know it, is the cradle of life. There could be tens of billions of these potentially habitable, Earth-like planets in our galaxy alone. Billions of cradles waiting. With all these numbers, all these worlds, and all this potential, the silence becomes even more profound. It is like standing in a forest with a billion trees, knowing that birds must exist, yet hearing not a single song. This leads us to our first peaceful explanation. Perhaps the ingredients for our existence are far rarer than we imagine. Consider our Earth. It is not just a rock in the right place. It is a world of incredible fortune. We have a large moon, our silent, gravitational partner. It stabilizes our planet's wobble, preventing chaotic climate swings and creating the gentle rhythm of the tides. Without our moon, life here might have been very different, or not at all. Then there is our magnetic field, an invisible shield generated by the swirling iron core deep within our planet. It silently protects us from the harsh solar wind, a constant stream of charged particles from our sun. Without this shield, our atmosphere would be stripped away, and our oceans would evaporate into space. It is a quiet, constant guardian. And what about our solar system's architecture? We have a giant protector, Jupiter. Its immense gravity acts like a cosmic bodyguard, sweeping up or deflecting many of the asteroids and comets that could have caused catastrophic impacts on Earth. Jupiter has taken countless hits for us over the eons, allowing life here to evolve in relative peace. Perhaps then, life is not the difficult part. Perhaps simple life, like bacteria, is common throughout the cosmos, thriving in alien oceans or beneath the ice of frozen moons. The truly difficult step, the great challenge, might be the leap from simple life to complex, intelligent life. This idea is known as the Great Filter. The Great Filter is not a monster or a villain. It is simply a series of hurdles, each one incredibly difficult to overcome. The first spark of life itself is a hurdle. Then, the evolution of complex cells. Then, the development of consciousness, of tools, of language, and finally of technology capable of reaching for the stars. Maybe each of these steps is so improbable that only one civilization in a galaxy, or even in a cluster of galaxies, successfully navigates them all. From this perspective, our existence is not ordinary. It is an extraordinary, precious miracle. Our lonely silence is not a sign of absence, but a testament to how special our journey has been. Another possibility to consider is the immensity of time. The universe is about 13.8 billion years old. Human civilization, in its technological form, is only a few thousand years old. Our time listening for signals is barely a few decades. In the grand cosmic calendar, we have only just opened our eyes and ears. Imagine the entire history of the universe compressed into a single year. On this scale, the dinosaurs disappear in late December. All of human history occurs in the last few minutes of New Year's Eve. And our entire search for extraterrestrial intelligence happens in the final second, before midnight. The party could have been raging for months, and we just arrived. Civilizations may have arisen, flourished, and faded away billions of years before our sun was even born. Their signals, their art, their histories, they would have washed past our corner of the galaxy long, long ago. We might be living in the quiet aftermath of a great cosmic age. Like walking through a grand ballroom, hours after the music has stopped. The distances are just as humbling as the timescales. Even if a civilization exists right now in our own galaxy, it is likely thousands of light years away. A message sent from them would travel for millennia to reach us. A conversation would be impossible. Each message would be a monologue, launched into the void with no hope of a timely reply. The speed of light, the fastest things in the universe, becomes a beautiful but a profound barrier. It isolates star systems, creating islands of existence in the cosmic ocean. Perhaps the universe is full of life, but each island is too far from the next for any meaningful contact. We are all writing letters that will never reach their destination in our lifetimes. This leads to another calming thought. Maybe we are simply looking for the wrong things. We search for radio signals because that is the technology we understand. It is like searching for smoke signals in an age of fiber optics. What if advanced life communicates in ways we cannot even imagine? Perhaps they use forms of energy we have not yet discovered. Perhaps they communicate through quantum entanglement, instantly, across vast distances, in a network we cannot perceive. Perhaps their consciousness is woven into the fabric of space-time itself. The universe may not be silent at all. We just might be profoundly deaf to its symphony. What if life doesn't look like us at all? We are carbon-based, water-dependent beings. What if there is life based on silicon, breathing methane on a world like Titan? Or beings of pure energy, living in the fiery coronas of stars? Or vast, slow-thinking intelligences the size of a nebula, whose thoughts take millions of years to form? We are searching for a reflection of ourselves in the cosmic mirror. But the universe is not obligated to reflect us. Its creativity is far greater than our own. The silence we perceive might be the result of a profound failure of our own imagination. The forest is full of creatures we do not recognize as life. There is also the possibility that advanced civilizations choose to be quiet. Why shout into the jungle when you do not know what is listening? A wise civilization might decide that the safest course of action is to observe, to learn, and remain hidden, not out of fear, but out of wisdom and prudence. They might have created their own perfect, simulated universes to explore, having no need for the messy, physical cosmos. Their entire existence might be digital, a universe of pure thought and information, running silently on some vast computational engine, hidden from our primitive view. This is sometimes called the zoo hypothesis, the idea that we are being observed, protected, and left to our own devices, like creatures in a vast cosmic preserve. The silence is intentional. It is a form of respect, allowing us to grow and discover the universe on our own terms, without interference. All of these ideas lead us to a final, beautiful perspective. What if the silence is not a void, but a canvas? What if it is not an absence, but an opportunity? All of these possibilities, that we are rare, or first, or separated by time, point to the profound preciousness of our own existence. If we are alone, even for now, it gives our lives incredible meaning. It means that here, on this small blue world, something amazing has happened. Consciousness has awoken. The universe has become aware of itself through us. We are the universe's eyes to see its own beauty. We are its ears to hear its silence. We are its mind to contemplate its mysteries. Every piece of art we create, every song we sing, every act of compassion we share is not just a human act. It is a cosmic act. It is the universe expressing itself. The responsibility is gentle but profound. If we are the only voice in this part of the cosmos, we must choose our words carefully. We must be a voice of peace, of curiosity, and of wonder. We are the custodians of consciousness in this galactic sector. The great silence stops being a lonely emptiness and becomes a space of potential, a pristine wilderness into which we might one day carry the spark of life and consciousness. Our destiny might not be to find other minds, but to become the ancestors of new minds across the galaxy. So as you drift deeper into sleep, do not feel small or alone in the face of the cosmos. Feel unique. Feel precious. The silence of the universe is not a rejection. It is an invitation to appreciate the miracle of this moment on this planet. It is an invitation to listen to the quiet rhythm of your own breathing, to feel the gentle beat of your own heart. A heartbeat that is, for all we know, one of the rarest and most beautiful sounds in the entire universe. And in that beautiful sound, find your peace, find your rest. So, where is everybody? The answer, it seems, is woven from maybes. Maybe life is extraordinarily rare, a fleeting miracle that has happened here, against all odds. Maybe we are just too far apart, separated by gulfs of time and space too vast to ever cross. Or maybe the universe is singing a song we do not yet have the ears to hear. The great silence is not a definitive answer. It is a profound, cosmic question that invites us not to feel lonely, but to feel special. It encourages us to look at our world and at each other with a deeper sense of wonder and appreciation. The silence doesn't mean we are the end of the story. It may just mean we are the beginning. Thank you for joining me on this peaceful journey through the stars. If this voyage helped you relax, please consider liking this video and subscribing for more lectures. Your support helps share this calm with others. As you drift off completely, I leave you with a question to ponder in your dreams. What do you think is the most beautiful reason for the great silence? Let me know your peaceful theories in the comments below. Sleep well.